Hi, welcome to A Jade Kind Gaming. My name is Adam. Today I'm going to be doing an unboxing of the Icons of the Realms Guildmasters Guide to Ravnica pre-painted miniatures. I got a brick of these a while back. Wizards put out the Guildmasters Guide to Ravnica, basically D&D setting in a Magic the Gathering world. Has a lot of unique things in it that aren't in other D&D settings. So because of that, I was like, this was definitely a go-to set of minis. Because this is one that you don't have a lot of overlap with the Reaper Bones or other branded things, because they have a lot of their own unique stuff. And I was like, that's cool. And basically, a brick of minis, they're by Wizards of the Coast, pre-painted. Paint jobs are tabletop. They're worthy of a tabletop. They're not a display quality. They're not amazing, but they get the point across to put little physical minis out on the table as opposed to the, whatever bottle caps you may use or cardboard pawns that I've been using for a while now, or it's just another upgrade from that. Each box has one large mini and 3 either medium or small, and there are 8 of these boxes in here. Let's see what's inside. And there we got there's the art from the book, some example possibilities. There's 44 figures in the set. That one's awesome. It's a rare, but I'd hope for it. Get started. This one's pretty cool too. Another of the Rakdos ones, Rakdos Ogre. And Rakdos are the red-black. They have weird circuses and performances, and I do notice this chain is going beneath him, so it's gonna want. It's like the chain goes beneath the base. How well is he gonna sit? Anyways, so we got our ogre guy there with all these hook chains and spikes and pierced nipples, skull mask. Yeah, we got him. Have a indentured spirit, which is definitely leaning forward off of its base, but it balances pretty well, so it's supposed to be doing that. Forget exactly the name of the guild. Orzhov, I think. Whatever it was. They were the guys that basically the mafia church. They basically sell the soul to them, and when they die, they become ghosts that have to pay off their debts. We got Fungus Drudge, which is like basically an undead fungus. Which one of the things that Guildmasters Guide gave us was the druid that did stuff with undead. Under this sort of concept of these kind of undead that aren't just normal necromancy, they're decay and fungus and things like that. What have we got here? And an Orzhov Basilica statue. A big stone plinth, and it's got weird little. This guy's got a creepy face, kind of like a little imp gargoyle sort of dude, though. And on to box 2. a skyjack rock. So, as for a normal rock, definitely on the smaller side, but definitely much more usable of a giant bird, whatever, armored even. So a giant bird-like creature. Definitely, whatever, playable adversary. This is the Azorus homunculus. So, little cycloptic homunculus guy. Very cool. Got a cackler, which is like a little demon, devil, whatever thing. Again, with chains and such, and goes with our ogre. We got a conclave dryad. So, dryad with a spear and some armor, some leaf hair. Third box. Alright. Has a Lenive Guardian. Its spear is bent. Whatever. So, soldier, guardian person here with not the best painting on their face, but riding this awesome giant wolf. So, that's cool. Got a Laziv Demur Guildmaster. So, cloaked, big billowing cloak. Awesome action pose there. But apparently one of the Guildmasters. Got a Azorius Arrestor. I do love the colors for the Azorius. Such a nice blue. But yeah, sort of hammer-wielding soldier. And Kremko Goblin Mob Boss. So from there's a little mini adventure in the book, and this is like the boss from it. He's a goblin. So, tiny little goblin guy. Box 4. We got a Groll Ogre. So, much more primal ogre fella with tusks and look like folds of skin or something. Furs, or maybe it's no, there's a pattern. They got like carvings, like they're done some body mod. Scarring. Yeah, him. And a blood drinker vampire. So yeah, sort of high society vampire there with a goblet of, I suppose, blood. a Rubble Belt Stalker, which is one of their Lizardmen races. Oh, look, you see, we got a knife strapped to his tail. But I'm glad I got that just because that is one of the races they present, I believe. And now I have a figure if someone wanted to play one. Or they might just reference using the lizard folk from another book, but still. Then, Precognitive Mage. So one of the police force that use magic to determine the future and figure out who to arrest. So. Maybe one of those. More than halfway through. Box 5. We got an Orzhov Giant, which are definitely smaller than the normal D&D giants, but compared to a normal person, they're definitely giant. So, kind of different in this setting, but big imposing action pose, getting ready to slam an axe down. Axe is a little bent, especially I feel like compared to this end. Be a lot bent. Still, works on the table. One of these. Okay. This is a Crisis. It's a medium one. So it's like a animal hybrid guy, and this is like hammerhead shark dude. Weird experiment result. We have a mind drinker vampire. So ultimately looks more like definite vampire than the other one, but it's one of the mind drinkers, and he's flying and definitely looks evil. Got the spikes on the back of it. Then we also get a Celestina Druid with sort of tree patterns in the armor and an axe. Getting near the end, box 6. I look over and I'm like, a lot less boxes next to me. And we got our duplicate. We got a duplicate Orzhov Giant. Seems to have the same droopy axe problem. So, is what it is. We got Duskmantle Assassin, which is another billowy cloak. Yeah, cloaked figure with a dagger. Okay. Like a barbarian figure here. We got a Groll Anarch, a giant weapon made of bones and mohawk and ineffective straps for armor. And we also have another Celestina Druid. Again, another duplicate. Box 7. Our penultimate box. Yes. Of the more common, larger figures, Sphinx of Judgment was one of the ones that I definitely wanted. First off, beautiful wings. But also just the color pattern and whatnot, and simple Sphinx option. Like, that'd be a cool one to have. Now I've got her. This is one of the others that I thought. This is a Blister Coil Weird. It's one of the weird elemental-like things. A lot of transparency. Very awesome. A Simic Hybrid, which is one of the race options also, which are like literally hybrids, like he's got an animal arm. There's some options with that, so I got one of those. Cool. And one of the bug people. This is Cruel Winged Warrior. So it's like a spear-wielding bug race species. It's flying around. And the final box. What do we get? Okay. Would have, definitely things I could have liked better, but that is a cool one. That is, Trostani Slesna Guildmaster. It's one of the Guildmasters. It's like a trio of dryads that are the Guildmaster for one of the houses, the guilds. Definitely, if I actually play in the setting, which I've considered, I might actually use that pre-made setting once we get a few of the Wizards, like of the Magic the Gathering settings out. So that'd be a cool one to have if I actually do. So neat. Get a Orzhov Advocist. Another big billowing cloak. Got a magic effect like a fireball in the hand and a cane. A Fire Fist. It's a big armored guy with a flaming sword of fire. Obviously an imposing guard, or possibly a player character. I can see a player one use that for them. Looks cool. How are we finishing this up? It's our last little one here. Okay. And a wind drake. Just a small drake. Flying. Little dragon creature. And so not bad. Getting duplicates on the larger ones was sad because they have some cool large ones in here. But the ogre guy is cool. Loved the Sphinx. The rock is notably large and imposing above all the others, so that's cool. Dryad was neat. Cool. Wolf Rider. Some of the smaller ones. Got a variety that could be rogues or druids of different types. Little homunculus. I'd have, so of course, some casters that can use that. Lizard folk dude is neat. Couple of the soldiers, some cool soldiers. Not bad. Little collection of Guildmasters Guide to Ravnica minis. Which whatever. Like I said, the creatures in here tended to be different than normal stuff, so I was like, I gotta get some of those. And of course, you can pick them up. You can pick up individual, just single boxes, or buy a brick like I did, or a case of bricks if you can still find it anywhere where you get everything. But I'll link below where you can find it online. You may still be able to find some at your friendly local gaming store. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.